feel like there should be a fireplace in the background, and I have one of those antique chairs, and let's run down some toys. Okay, people, welcome back to another Fwoosh rundown, because Hasbro had another live stream, or fan stream, as they made sure to correctly say. So I guess it's not fan first anymore, it's fan streams. Either way, the G.I. Joe team is still doing Yo-Jo June, and this being the second week of June, they might as well put more information out there. Just like they did last week with their reveal that they're working on 2 new characters. They announced 2 more this week, and I didn't think you could get more teasy than pipeline reveals. Here's the digital render. We'll show you the plastic further down the line. No, they're going even further by saying, hey, these are on the list. We're going to start working on these. There's no pictures. We're not going to give you any kind of hint of what the figure looks like. Here's just a name. And damn it, that stuff never, just one ear out the other. Last week it was Rock and Roll and Shipwreck. This week it is Copperhead and, see, I've already forgotten. They didn't show the figure. I do not retain. Torpedo. And I figured that's only because Matt K just bought the Scuba Jonesy from the Jazzwares Fortnite line, and I thought, ooh, Torpedo would be cool. There it is. Of course. They also smartly started out saying that some of the stuff that's been on pre-order for a long time now, all the way back to PulseCon in October, like Python Patrol and Tiger Force and Storm Shadow and Spirit and Cobra Officer and Croc Master, those are all on their way. They've left the warehouses. They're getting distributed. So hopefully that happens soon, because I have seen a lot of complaints of all this new stuff coming around, all these new pre-orders. What about the stuff we've already had on pre-order? So hopefully all of that is worked out before some of this other stuff starts showing up. But then the next announcement was that each mainline release for G.I. Joe will go from 3 figures, like we've been seeing in the past, to 5 new figures. And that's cool. That to me says, hey, we have some confidence in this product. We're going to start pumping them out. Although once they got to the next pipeline reveals, the digital renders that they're showing, it's not completely new characters, it's not completely new sculpts, but it's different looks for characters, so that still counts, right? In my book, I feel like that counts. They started off with Falcon, and I'm not gonna lie, my first thought, even though I am all for those classic 80s looks in 6-inch super articulated form, I thought, oh, that's kind of plain. Which is another complaint I've been seeing, that they started out with this futuristic feel, this modernized look for G.I. Joe, and there were a lot of complaints. So they went back, kind of a mix, they course corrected a bit, and now it could be said that they're leaning too hard into the 80s looks. But again, that's right up my alley. That's kind of what I wanted. I'm good with this. I'm also good with this, but I'm really good with this. But I wanted to be truthful because, you know, it's a dude in uniform, but it's Falcon, so it kind of fits that personality. Next, they showed Marauders Barbecue, and I am not as familiar with Marauders. Like I always say, this G.I. Joe line is my G.I. Joe line because I didn't do a lot of the originals. I was around for the cartoon, I was around for the toys on the shelves, but after Transformers and Masters of the Universe and Star Wars and several other lines, my parents were like, okay, let's slow it down. We can't buy you everything. You're gonna have to pick and choose. And G.I. Joe wasn't on my choose list. But now it is, and I can buy these. So I'm not sure what this color scheme for Barbecue is, because, hell, I have this one on pink skis because he can. But I like this look too. And like I always say, options are good. It's out there for people who want it. If you don't want it, you can pass on buy more of the other stuff that's coming. Same thing goes for the Crimson Bat. Oh my god. This design is so good. I will buy it in every color scheme they want to give me. So in the Crimson colors, yeah, that's on the list too. I can mix and match with other segments of Cobra. I can put them with the Twins or Destro or whatever and have the regular bats over here. And then I think the Python Patrol bats are still coming. Is that a thing? There's so much stuff out there. Like, we haven't even gotten the Outback from Target that they've already shown with the gray hair, the Tiger Force version. And here we are looking at a more traditional looking Outback already. Gutsy move. Well, okay, maybe it's because the manufacturing and the shipping and everything is behind that they meant for that first Outback to be out at this point before showing, because that's just marketing. You want to sell what you got out there, but then hit us, I guess you could say, hit us with what the more mainstream look would be, you know? Now there's still time to, and I'm not advocating this, I'm just saying there's still time to cancel that Outback if you didn't want that. If you were unsure that a traditional look was coming, now that we're sure, there's a choice. There's options. And again, even though I didn't pay a lot of attention to Python Patrol and Tiger Force and all that, because, yeah, G.I. Joe wasn't my line, I like the look of gray-haired Outback. It gives them a little bit more of a crotchety, you know, oh, I'm gonna get out there. They started with Falcon, new character for the line. They're gonna end this wave with another new character with Covergirl. Ooh, Covergirl. I can't remember where I was going with that. Another female for the line will never grop about that, especially one that looks this good. Plus, going back to what I was talking about a minute ago, kind of that mixture of modern with the shin guards and stuff and classic, because it's undeniably Covergirl. Then they went into figures that they already debuted, like Sergeant Slaughter. Just updated pictures. We get to see the actual plastic and in action poses and accessories, which is kind of cool because Toyception, he comes with an action figure of himself. Like he's trying to sell you an action figure, but he's an action figure already. So we've already bought the action figure. We're just buying another action figure because of the action figures. Plus the removable glasses, the removable hat. Again, I've said it several times. There's options here. If you want this look, you can go this look. If you want this other look, all together, it's just Sergeant Slaughter, and it looks fantastic. But then they said, oh, no, pre-orders ain't happening today, which is odd because usually when we see this kind of spread, it goes up for pre-order later in that same day. Not here. Their exact words were, this is going to release in time with San Diego Comic-Con, which is odd wording. I'm not quite sure if that means this is an exclusive or it's just meant to celebrate the return of San Diego Comic-Con. But if it is a con exclusive, like the Jon Favreau Star Wars figure or the Marvel Legends Mojo set, it shouldn't be too hard to get, right? Why do I keep hitting this thing? And yep, it's pouring down outside. Here comes the rain. But with that, they also announced they would be at San Diego Comic-Con, which is awesome news. They said them and the other brands, which makes sense because I was just at Celebration. The Star Wars team was there. So I'm guessing that was a success that they said, hey, we did this show. We can do this show too. Other figures that we had seen before that they had shown on previous live streams was the redeco of Snake Eyes and Timber set. This is Snake Eyes in his ninja gear, but they commandoed him up a bit. They gave him those lace-up boots. They gave him the drab green on the pants. And everyone knows that Commando is my Snake Eyes. But this is just enough of a mix to make me buy another Snake Eyes. Why, I already have several, but this just looks so good. Along with Timber in the all-white deco and all these extra weapons. Sure, most of them are reuse, but coming with Snake Eyes, and hey, I'll never turn down more weapons. That did go up for pre-order today. In fact, it went up as I was walking in here. It's $45. It's scheduled for January 2023, but I'm figuring they're going to beat that. They're just shooting way out there in case something happens, you know? If they beat that, yay, Hasbro's great. If they match it, then yeah, we had to wait a while, but we still got the figures. Surely we don't have to wait longer than that. And then after that, they announced more pre-orders for the month, that they will be doing live streams weekly for the rest of June. Next week's going to be back on Instagram with another unboxing, so I figure if anything when it comes to Classified Series, that it's going to be another just couple of names. Hey, we're working on these. You'll see them in the future. But they snuck something in right there at the end, and I missed it the first time around because I thought this is over, I'm going to post the pictures and whatever else. But there is a HasLab coming, and it specifically says G.I. Joe Classified Series. So this could be anything. This could be, well, it could be anything, I guess. But are we thinking a ship of some kind for the 6-inch Joes? A vehicle? A plane? A playset? An armor? So many things to choose from. That's 2 announcements with no pictures. That's 5 pop lines. That's a better look at, well, 1 figure that's coming closer to San Diego, 1 that went up for pre-order today, and little tidbits. So, yeah, that's it, but it's not shabby, but I kind of like these bite-sized morsels we've been getting. Oh, don't get me wrong, I love the full reveal where you have to remember 17, 18, 250 figures. But I also like, well, here's a smattering. Here's a little tease. Here's a little taste of what's coming. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I'll take what I can get when I can get it. So if you enjoyed this rundown, I just like talking about toys. If you liked all this, comment, like, subscribe. See if this chair will roll. Much love to the plus. If you're interested in seeing videos early or in a position to help out the channel, patreon.com. But wherever you may be watching this, I'll always catch you on the Fwoosh. I was also kind of waiting around. It's later in the day because I have a box from Hasbro that says G.I. Joe on a FedEx truck somewhere right now. Considering it's raining, it's kind of floody, and I am a bit backwoods. It could be evening. It could be sometime tonight. So I wanted to get this shot, to get this out there, and then we'll swing back around to that, whatever it may be. There may be some new G.I. Joe reviews next week.